Doubles and coffee. Brian Charles Lara is my friend. I know him since 1981 when he came into Form 1 in Fatima and I was in Form 2. We're exactly the same age. He's 2.5 months older than me. Condolences to Brian Charles Lara, the greatest batsman the history of the planet bar none, the greatest entertainer. Crime has hit him in his heart in Santa Cruz, losing his nephew and a childhood friend. The significance of Brian Charles Lara's statement, public statement, official statement, cannot be misunderstood or understated. Brian Charles Lara is a very private person. He's lived a very public life. Many people feel that he is one to go out and socialize. He's very introverted actually. He doesn't really talk to any and everybody. He has to because as the greatest batsman in the world, he has certain things to do. But that's not his forte. That's not what he desires. That's not what he goes after. So for Brian Charles Lara to make a public statement pronouncing on the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago and calling on those in charge and everyone else to get serious about the future of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a very significant statement, especially since Brian Charles Lara is the friend of Keith Christopher Rowley. They're golf buddies, they play golf. Brian Charles Lara, while he's my friend, if I have to say, he's never taken such an overt stance in politics. But I would have to be honest and say that he leans a little bit in his heart subconsciously to the PNM, especially since his beloved brother has been one of the longest serving PNM councillors in Santa Cruz. And he plays golf and he knows Keith Christopher Rowley very well, and he invites him to his house and they talk and they lime and they discuss. For Brian Charles Lara to come out and make a public statement basically criticizing his friend Keith Rowley, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and his lack of initiative, his lack of passion, his lack of success in dealing with the spiraling crime rate is very significant. Brian Charles Lara would not have done that lightly. It means just like Dr. Terence Farrell and many others before, that he would have spoken to his friend Keith Rowley. He would have told him when his nephew got gunned down and his nephew who just sell fish, gunned down and murdered. He would have whispered in his ear, whether on the 10th hole, the 12th hole, or in the golf course, at the golf club, he would have told him his pain and asked Keith Rowley to address the situation. For him to make a public statement, it means that he's come to the realization that even him, a man who has the ear of the Prime Minister, has been unable to sway the Prime Minister into taking meaningful action to stop, to thwart the criminals, to stop the downward spiral into anarchy that is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. So listen to the words of the Prince of Port of Spain. Understand where the pain comes. And to those in charge, you told us you are the government. You are in our face, whether we like it or not. You in charge. Y'all are in charge. Y'all are in charge and everything is failing. So come out. Call elections. Resign. Dissolve parliament. Come out because you're unable to do the job. Even your friends are losing faith in you. And that's very sad. It takes a long time for people who are close to others to realize that they are incompetent. So read and listen to Brian Charles Lara's statement and know that he didn't take that lightly. He didn't rush out. He don't need attention. He wasn't looking for attention. And he would have said privately what he is now saying publicly because he desperately wants action. And the action is that Keith Rowley must go. Fitzgerald et Albert Hines must go. When Rodney Charles asked Keith Rowley, everything is collapsing in Trinidad and Tobago with regards to national security. What say you? What are you doing? When he asked him in the parliament, Rowley said that Rowley is happy with how things are. that he has total confidence in all his ministers, and the country is not collapsing, and national security apparatus is not collapsing, and everything is good, and Rowley's happy. Well, Rowley, Brian Charles Lara, who you say you love and you admire and you play golf with, and you may even call him a friend, Brian Charles Lara is not happy. Trinidad and Tobago is not happy. Everybody is scared while you play golf in Barbados and hold whatever quiet meetings that you have to have. And to Mia Amor Motley, you are Prime Minister that the world respects. Don't get tied up with Rowley. Not even Balize House respect Rowley. Not even a sports day on a dusty bowl of a ground in Toko. PNM supporters don't even respect Rowley. Rowley is a sitting Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago with a membership of 120,000 voters in the PNM. And in an internal election that spanned 3 days, Mia, Rowley get 8,000 votes. So be careful. Don't let Rowley stay in here. Because Rowley staying, the stain long. Clorox can't take it out. Bless.